Was it what you expected or more than you expected?
I would say all of the above. I sort of left myself in a position that you just kind of leave it open-ended, and really excited about what we did. I know that, obviously to start with Kiermaier over here for defense, I think that's great. I just talked to Michael. He's really excited about being here, Kopech, and just kind of basically saying whatever role that we have for him, he's excited to do whatever we ask. Tommy, I spoke with him briefly, and it seems like he's on his way back as far as health. Don't know when he's going to be in uniform for us or what position, but he's willing to do whatever we need. So just kind of his versatility and his baseball IQ as an intelligent ball player is going to be certainly big for our club. And Jack, he's a guy that's been wanting to be a Dodger, being from the Valley for so long, wanting to be a Dodger. So to get that done, I'm really excited.
When you think about just the position player side and all the guys, most of them being utility players, I know you just kind of mentioned with Tommy, you don't really know what position he's going to be, but how valuable is it just bringing in guys who can be in multiple positions, considering the injuries that you are dealing with at the moment?
I think it's important because there's a lot of things that are unknown, and specifically to Mookie's return, Miggy Rowe, Muncy, and so to have guys that are versatile, that can move around, it just gives us some coverage and quality ball players that can defend. So right now I still think there's a lot of questions, but I think we have some answers now.
Jack was supposed to start yesterday. When do you expect him to start for you?
I think that we're going to get on the horn with him. So obviously it's not today. I just don't see us moving off of Clayton tomorrow. So then we have the off day. So I think, coming here, get with the guys and potentially phone a pen, and I would assume Oakland makes sense at some one of those days.
With Kiermaier and Edman in the fold now, is Andy and Hayward going to share right field?
We'll see. I want to kind of look at this, and it just happened today. So obviously I know KK is a lockdown defender. But I don't know that answer right now. So I still have to digest it, and I want to talk to coaches in our front office and see kind of what their vision is and make sure that we're all on the same page.
We kept talking about you guys needing an impact arm. Does Flaherty kind of meet what you were hoping for as far as rotation?
He is, and I think the thing is that you look at the guys that were moved, across baseball. He's pretty much the top of the food chain as far as starters. So I think for what was out there, I think that we did a great job.
How late did that come together to be able to get it?
I think I found out when you guys found out. I just sort of trust the front office to go out there and do the best they can for the organization, short term and long term. And I'm excited to get Jack. I met him a couple times, and so to get a player that's having a huge year. Seems like he's healthy and thriving, and this is a place that I know he's excited about being here.
Is there a jolt or something that you guys kind of gain from getting a guy like that, especially it's so close to the buzzer?
It is. Even just kind of looking around the clubhouse, I think guys are really excited. We move the needle in a lot of different things, and I'm really excited about it.
I know you were pretty confident, the group you guys had pre-deadline, but there was a lot of changes the last couple of days. How necessary was this just for you guys to kind of be confident with where you're at long term? What you can do in October.
I'm confident. I think I was confident with the guys that we had, even with the injuries that we were going through. We certainly raised the floor big time, I think. And like I said, we've got some unknown variables with some players that aren't 100%. We don't know their fate as far as coming back. So we have to protect our guard against that, and I think we've done that.
I know a lot of this is still fresh, but is the expectation still that Mookie comes back as a shortstop?
Right now I talked to Mookie today. That's his intent, and I welcome that. I support that. As we get to the middle of August when we're expecting him back, I don't know if that's going to change. I really don't. I know that we have 2 Gold Glove shortstops. One guy that's won a couple Gold Gloves and another guy that probably could have on our roster. And we got a second baseman that's playing, his best baseball in the last few years. So that shouldn't be lost on anyone. It's certainly not lost on me. And we got guys that can really defend on the outfield. So I'm going to have a conversation with Mookie, and we'll figure out what's best for him as well as our ball club, when the time comes. So I can't even answer that all.
Is intent the same as preference here with Mookie? Does he prefer to stay at shortstop?
I think if he had his druthers, he would stay at one position and have a little bit more kind of a consistent outlook on the role. But Mookie's told me time and time again that, whatever it takes to make us the best ball club, that's what he's willing to do. So I just don't right now have that clarity, even have that conversation yet.
Rosario was added a couple of positions since we had him last year. Are right field and third base options for him?
Yeah. I'm excited to get Amed back. He's having a really nice year in Tampa. Been very good versus left. And he's a baseball player. Honestly, I trust him at short, third, second, in the outfield. So I'm excited to get him back, and I think knowing him as a person, he'll do whatever we ask of him.
I haven't seen him just yet. Is he here?
He's not here. We're trying to tie up some loose ends to get him back for tomorrow night's game. That's the hope.
And the other 2 guys, Kevin and Jack, are you expecting them tomorrow as well?
Kevin, I don't think he'll be here tomorrow. Maybe, but I don't think so. Again, coming from Canada, he's been there for so long, so there's some things to kind of tie up. And as far as Jack, I'm not sure yet. I would assume he'll be here tomorrow, because even to catch play and potentially throw a pen.
Freddie's not here.
Freddie, he's still kind of in it with Max, and I don't see him coming back for this series. And we have the off day after this series, so then we'll revisit. But to be quite honest, I haven't even broached that subject of him coming back. I just don't feel it's right.
Yeah, kind of going back to Mookie for a second. I mean, he's made things easy for you guys by kind of saying he'll do whatever and moved around. At some point, though, do you kind of have to, because he's so good and has so much of a ceiling, just do what's kind of best for Mookie and get him that one spot, just to kind of make sure you get the most out of him?
Well, I will say this. I think the easy answer is yes. The facts are Mookie's a superstar. He is one of the best people and teammates I've ever been around. And when he did play different positions, last year was an example, he had one of his best years. So I don't think that there's a correlation to playing 2 different positions affects Mookie, because as his words are, when he plays defense, and when he's in the box, he's focusing on hitting. And with that, he performed last year. This short snippet of time, I think the question is what's best for the Dodgers. Where is it best for Mookie to play that helps the Dodgers most with our roster, with our construction of the roster? I don't think anyone can know that answer right now. But I think, Dylan, that's the question. And then to your other initial question is when we find that, then to give them some runway and some clarity for the next, call it, 2.5, 3 months.
Any on Taylor or Rojas, their timeline?
Taylor is certainly behind Rojas. Rojas is getting his legs moving, but I just still think he's a little bit away as well. Away as well. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Dave.